One point goes to main truss.
Yep, over B.
To the main line. I think a lot of people come to call us up to when they want something that's really outside of the box and something really innovative. There's a number of tension fabric structure companies around the world and around the country, but most of them are doing pretty straightforward projects, and we're kind of pushing some edges that makes it pretty interesting.
People are coming to us for the permanent installation because it's something different than they've seen from the other companies. We have sort of this laboratory that we've developed of innovation from doing events. So we have a large fabrication floor where we do welding of rain fabrics, permanently bonding them, and a lot of sewing. Big CNC cutting table for cutting out our fabrics, and a complete design office there, as well as housing all the inventory, the fabrics that go up in events, all the lines and the shackles and the rigging equipment as well.
So there's a lot of initial brainstorming, trying to understand the perspective of the client, what their vision is, what they're hoping to accomplish from the piece.
This is always the question: what does the client think they want or really need, and trying to pull that information out. And so some of it is just about what sort of is the span or the spectrum of the space. We might be in a commercial environment between two buildings and we want to make a protected courtyard. So we try to understand the scope of the surroundings, much like any architecture firm would do. And then what's the goal of coverage and weather protection, things like this. And then we start to look at what are the goals of engineering. Are the buildings that exist holding this up? Are we putting in support structure to hold this up? And then that starts to evolve a design solution that, okay, we're hooking to the buildings, and then what forces do those involve?
There's so many different directions to go, and our company has the ability to do a lot of different elegant solutions and beautiful solutions that it gets hard to just come to me and say, well, how much will a tension structure cost, or how much will this project cost, without having a design to look at.
If you had to engineer these structures with a calculator, it would take you forever, because it's all what we call statically indeterminate. There's no point in space that is technically fixed right where it is. Everything can move based on everything else and forces hitting. They're very tricky engineering structures.
Our company's been growing at a pretty fast rate, and we've got a lot of new talented people on the team and are attracting more and more, and so our capabilities are growing quite fast as well.
I'm Jan Dellinger, and I'm the production manager here at GuildWorks, and we are here in the production floor. Initially, in the planning phase, we do an assessment of the overall production project to determine the materials and estimate the time. Each project is unique and one of a kind, and each day is something new. I'm constantly amazed at how we come together.
GuildWorks fosters a workplace that stimulates creativity. It pushes us to work with others. It pushes us to excel in our communication. It pushes us to inspire each other. It pushes us to go beyond what we think we can do. And so at the end of the day, at the end of the project, it's extremely rewarding.
I was originally drawn to this because of the people that we work with. And I just am so grateful that I have been shown a way to both have a job that I love and am encouraged to build my skill set and have community all at the same time.
We've been moving more and more into permanent projects, which is really exciting, and the level of interest keeps getting bigger and the project's getting bigger. So that's really seems to be the way to keep the company going in the long run.